Hey guys, and welcome back to Motivation Monday. My name is Natasha Weston, aka the Motivation Maven, and today I want to talk to you about a very simple thing that many of us entrepreneurs tend to forget as we conduct business and go throughout our day-to-day. And that one thing is very simple. And it's something that I talked about in a blog post, I believe on Lauren's blog a couple of years ago. And that thing is how important it is to give to receive, and not give expecting something in return, but to give from the heart and give with hopes of building strong and genuine connections within your network, because your connections, your network is obviously your net worth, right? It matters, for you getting opportunities. It matters for you positioning yourself and branding yourself essentially in whatever industry you're in. And oftentimes when we get into business, we are just so consumed with thinking about what we want or what we need for our businesses and to build our brands effectively, until sometimes we forget that the simple, I don't know what you would call it, the simple act of giving is really essentially the one thing that you're probably missing in your business. So if you're interested in learning how giving should play into your business plan, then just keep watching this video. So let's talk about giving, because in a world where everybody is just me, I, we really have forgotten about giving. And when we think about give, we think about charity or somebody just in need. No, giving is going the extra mile in whatever it is that you're doing and not expecting a return. Because the law of nature, you give, you'll receive. If you are a giving person, if you're a genuine person, if you're a loving person, the universe and God just naturally will take care of you. That's what I've been taught, and that's what I believed and lived to be true. So I've noticed that when I first started my business many years ago, and I, dabbled into this entrepreneurial space, everybody was just for themselves. Everybody was just for making their own event successful or making their own products and services to reach the masses. Everybody was just grabby, just grabby. And I was once guilty of that as well, only focusing on what would be beneficial for me, what would be beneficial for my business, and how could I make money. I is a lonely place to be in. So what I did was I obviously took an evaluation of the opportunities and the relationships that I was missing out on being a part of, all because I was only thinking about myself. And after a really serious transition within my business, where I shut down my first business, Eloquence Enterprises, about 2.5 years ago now, I just started really studying the philosophy behind the importance of giving. And I read this book called Give and Take by Adam Grant. And this book really changed my perspective on the power of giving, and how giving is not a bad thing. It does not push you down on the totem pole. Giving from the heart and giving authentically and genuinely without expecting something in return is the best thing you could do for your business. So if you've been struggling to make money, if you've been struggling to attract customers and clients to your business, it's probably because you're not giving. And I want to share really quickly just a story about when I first really knew that this was true. And it just took a little bit of effort out of me, honestly, guys. But when I first noticed how giving really changed and turned my entire world around in a good way, was when I started to implement the phrase under promise and over deliver. That's a way of giving. And I do this now in my business because I run a service-based business. Obviously I have products within that, but for the most part, how I make my money is through service-based, right? I help entrepreneurs to build their personal brands. So that's a service-based business. So what I stopped doing was over-promising. And now I under-promise and I over-deliver. So when I over-deliver, that simply means maybe throwing in something extra or a bonus when they wrapped up their contract with me, or we're done with the project that we're working on. Something just as simple as that. Another thing that I've really been doing a lot lately is I've just recently incorporated a new service within the last couple of months into my business. And a lot of the entrepreneurs who inquired have been entrepreneurs who have shared my posts for years, who have really invested in me and invested in my business. So in response to that, when, you know, maybe they would order something that was of lesser value, I would go ahead and automatically upgrade them as a gift. And as a return for that, they share you, you know, and you'll end up making way more money than you ever could have by charging them, you know, more money, or just not by making the effort to go the extra mile. I mean, I want to be remembered as the person that goes above and beyond, and you do that by giving. So if you are not making money in your business, if you're struggling to bring in income and to build your business or build your brand and to get people to know, love, and trust you, it's probably because you're not giving enough. So I highly recommend picking up that book that I just mentioned. I will drop the link to it below in the description box. Giving, it's something we don't think about. When we think about solutions for growing our businesses, we automatically think about, you know, money or thinking about connections. But ultimately, the one thing that you do need to consider is, are you giving? So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today for this Motivation Monday video. I hope that it helps you. Don't forget to drop your suggestions for Motivation Monday topics down in the comments below, and I would love to do videos on them every week. Until then, remember to plug into some source of motivation this week, because it will change your lives. I'll see you guys next week, same time, same place. Bye.